Go on then, you can empty the chamber pot and make the bed.
Thank you, sire.
Sire, you're needed in the vaults immediately.
You can bring my supper to my chambers, then get the horses groomed and fed. After you've mucked out the stables. Then my room needs cleaning. You can polish my armor. Then I want you to take a pair of scissors and trim the grass on the tournament ground to the length of my little finger. Merlin, are you listening to me?
What? Yes. Yes. I look forward to that.
Cheer up, Merlin. Morgana's home. You know what that means, don't you? No more riding around on your little bottom.
Merlin, are you all right?
I don't know.
We have to get you out of the city. You'll need food, horses.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, if you want to keep that head on your shoulders.
Guys. She forgave me.
But you poisoned her.
I know.
I don't understand.
I'm not sure I do either.
What exactly did she say to you, Merlin?
That what she did was wrong. She was sorry.
And you believe her?
I don't know what to believe.
She has been through a lot this last year.
Maybe she's grown up.
Do you trust her not to tell Uther?
Yeah, I do.
I suppose if she was going to tell him, she would have done so by now.
Exactly. You always said she had a good heart. Morgana?
Merlin.
I wanted to say thank you. What you said yesterday. Well, it meant a lot.
They're beautiful. You're so sweet, Merlin. You've always been such a good friend. I'll have Gwen find a vase.
Merlin?
You better see what he wants.
I did think that maybe one day my master would learn to be sensitive and tactful, but after all this time I've come to realize that will never be. You will always be a dollop head.
I'm not a dollop head.
If you say so, sire. You don't really think it was the drink, do you?
I'm reading.
Try using your eye glasses.
Where are they? Merlin, this is serious.
So you're going to tell me?
Ever since Morgana's disappearance, the king's mental state has become increasingly fragile.
What are you saying?
I fear that Uther's losing his mind.
It was a grain, damn you.
That's impossible, sire.
I know my own wife, Gaius.
But she's dead.
She was here, I tell you. I felt her hand on me. She was so cold, Gaius. She was cold. And do you understand? It was her. Do not doubt me, Gaius.
There are a number of possible explanations for these kinds of delusions. Perhaps you ingested something, sire.
I saw her. I felt her.
Or it could have been brought on by a fever. It's important that you rest now.
She was here, I swear it. I saw her. I saw her.
What if he did? He seemed pretty certain he could be telling the truth.
Did you see anything last night?
No.
Nor did anyone else.
The people are talking. They're convinced that the king has lost his mind.
This is nothing but rumor.
You think his behavior's rational? You know as well as I do that he is not able to continue his reign.
He needs time.
We don't have it. He is the king. His judgment needs to be impeccable. The knights I've spoken to no longer trust him. They want you to talk to the prince. They want Arthur to assume power.
Arthur's not ready. He's still young.
I know him better than any man. I have fought by his side many times, and he's proved himself to be a great leader.
In battle, yes. But does he have the maturity for affairs of state?
Gaius, the people are restless. Senrid is amassing an army on our border. The kingdom is looking weak. We have no choice. You must speak to Arthur.
All finished? Good as new. Don't you want to check it?
No, carry on.
You always want to check it. You always make me check it at least 3 times.
I'm sure it's fine.
He'll be all right, you know.
Guys, tell you what's wrong with him.
He's just a bit under the weather.
He's losing his mind, Merlin.
No, everyone gets a bit, you know, from time to
In
time.
his last years, the same thing happened to his father.
I suppose it can run in families.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Oh, no. I didn't mean
Because
that.
if it is, it isn't working.
You're still young. I mean, you've got years ahead of you before they're, you know.
Merlin?
Yes.
Get out!
Or?
Or, I'm going to throw this at your head.
Right.
Your father would be proud. That cannot have been easy for you. Taking all matters into consideration, sire, I think the decision you made was a prudent one. If there's anything you want to talk about, anything you need...
Thank you, guys.
Gaius.
The effects of the sleeping draught I gave you.
I do nothing but sleep.
Hopefully things should start to improve. I found the source of your affliction. You were enchanted. It'll take some time for your mind to heal, but I can promise you, sire, you will not be woken by any more apparitions.
No, just my conscience.
Magic used against you is powerful. We found a mandrake root beneath your bed.
How could this happen?
I don't know, sire. I fear we have a traitor in our midst.
A traitor? With magic?
Indeed, sir.
What was that?
The castle is preparing for a siege.
Fetch me my clothes.
No, sire, you are still weak. Arthur has taken charge.
I am the king.
I assure you, he has everything under control. It is not safe. You are not fit to fight. You must rest.
Are you sure about this, my lady? It's Arthur's job, the knight's job to fight, not yours. If this last year has taught me anything, it's that we all must fight for what we believe is right.
Your place is not on the battlefield.
And why not?
I mean it. I've spent too long searching for you to lose you again now.
You underestimate me, Arthur. I'm more than a match for any man.
You are to stay inside the palace.
Don't worry. I have no intention of leaving its walls.
To my husband. He was thrown by a horse.
Well, that was stupid, wasn't it? Lead on, good lady, lead on.
Arthur, you have to believe me. You've known Gaius, all your life. Do you honestly think he'd betray me like that?
What were you doing with that book of sorcery?
It's not mine. I've never seen it before. You know I wouldn't lie to you.
Oh, I know.
Then release me.
I can't. My father has passed sentence.
So, you're just going to leave me here?
I should, the amount of trouble you cause me. I'll talk to him. I can't promise anything.
Gaius, he is sick. You've got to treat him.
For a reasonable sum, say 5 lovely gold pieces, I shall cure your husband of all his ills. I shall even make him handsome, which will not be easy.
We cannot pay. Oh, please, I'm begging you!
Get your hands off me, you old crow! Oh! Oh! I believe this belongs to you.
Thank you. You do not know how much it means to me.
I hope you can get some sleep now.
Gaius? Do you remember anything of what you said while you were possessed?
Some of it, my lady. Why do you ask?
Just curious. You found him then?
It was easy. He was exactly where Morgana said he'd be.
Watch out! Get out of here, Merlin! Run!
Where's Arthur?
He's not here.
I can see that. Where is he?
Hunting.
Alone? Why aren't you with him?
He said that I keep scaring off the prey because I'm such a clumsy idiot.
I can see that.
Do you want to talk about it?
Talk about what?
Whatever it is on your mind.
I need you to do something for me. It's a matter that requires utmost delicacy and discretion.
What's going on?
I need you to take a message to someone for me.
Who?
Guinevere. Tell her I wish to spend a day with her.
So this strange mood that you've been in all day, it's because of the girl.
Look, I don't need to explain myself to you, Merlin.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Arthur.
What is it?
I'm worried.
That's not like you.
I can't help it. I keep thinking something's going to happen to you.
I'll be fine.
I'm serious. Listen to me, Arthur. It keeps going round in my head.
Morgana, I really don't.
I want you to do something for me.
What?
Wear this. It's to keep you safe.
Thanks.
Promise me you'll wear it. Promise me.
I will.
Keep it close. Don't ever remove it. That way I can be with you every step of the way.
All right. But in exchange, you have to do something for me.
Of course.
You look after my father while I'm gone.
Don't worry. I will.
What are you doing?
Watch and learn.
You are risking your life.
So you're worried about the competition?
I know you're a great fighter. Everyone Camelot knows. You have nothing to prove. Please, Father.
I'll see you in the next round. If you make it that far. Oh, I'm not as young as I used to be.
I watched you out there, Uther.
You flatter me.
You were as good as always.
Well,
And you loved it. Every moment.
Arthur didn't.
Of course he didn't. You showed him how it should be done. And you enjoyed it. And so did the people. Did you see how they greeted your victory?
It was most gratifying.
You don't know what it means to them to see their king victorious. Father against son. One could kill the other, and who knows what chaos that could bring.
Well, I hope Arthur sees sense and pulls out. Someone should speak to him.
You're right. I'll see what I can do. I came to give you this. What's wrong?
What if something happens? What if I hurt him?
He's tougher than you give him credit for.
Someone died in that ring yesterday.
Please tell me you're not going to throw the fight.
What else can I do?
That's very noble, Arthur, but what will the people think?
I don't care. I can't humiliate him like that.
You're the one leading men into battle, the one we look to for protection. If they see you can't even beat an old man...
You think I have to win?
I think it'll be harder to command the respect of the knights if you don't. So is it true what they're saying?
I don't know, Morgana. What are they saying?
Aren't you going to retrieve the cup of life?
I couldn't possibly say.
So you are. So where is this famous cup?
I'm sorry, Morgana, but...
I understand why you wouldn't want anyone to know, but I'm not anyone. We're more like brother and sister, are we not?
Well, you're certainly annoying enough to be my sister. Which is why I can't tell you.
Sorry?
If I told you, it would make you a target for the enemy. I won't lose you again.
Arthur.
Now, forgive me, but I must prepare for the journey ahead. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
I feel I should apologize for my behavior. I have a responsibility to lead you, and I've failed. But that's about to change. I intend to enter the Citadel and rescue my father. Now, I accept we can't defeat the Immortals, but we can outwit them. My knowledge of that castle is better than anyone's. Every tunnel, every corridor, every nook and cranny, I know it like the back of my hand. I also know the people of Camelot. If my father is free, then Morgana will never command their loyalty.
He looks like a good man to have around.
He is. Sendrid's men raided his village and killed his family. As soon as he heard I was coming to help you fight them, he volunteered. How did you know I was still in Haldor?
I didn't. And even if you were, I didn't think you'd come.
You doubted me.
No, I knew you wouldn't let Arthur down.
It wasn't Arthur who sent for me.
I'm charming.
So am I.
But I don't feel scared. I feel that this day was foretold, that no matter what we face, Arthur, this is the beginning of a new Camelot and you're leading us to it.
You're almost like a friend, Merlin.
Almost.
What have you become?
It's unfortunate, but this is how a monarch must deal with their enemies. It's what you taught me, Father.
I blame Morgause and her magic for corrupting you.
Once again, how wrong you are. Morgause saved me. Made me feel I wasn't a monster. I didn't choose my gifts. Just like I didn't choose my father. Yes, magic made me who I am, but so did you, Uther Pendragon. Truth hurts, doesn't it?
Kill me. Put me out of my misery.
No. I want you to live long enough to see Arthur die by my hand.
When I was first brought here, these hallways were more beautiful than any palace. And they were teeming with women. Women just like you and I, high priestesses of the old religion. And the air was perfumed with magic. You could smell it as you approached across the lake. This whole island was pulsing with possibility and life. And it can be like that again. As the last of our kind, it is up to you to right the wrongs done to us by Uther Pendragon.
Come. Samhain is almost upon us. We must hurry.
Soon the veil between the two worlds will be at its thinnest.
Come on, let's go.
Where's our place?
The citadel of Dalebeth. My father would tell me stories of it as a child. For hundreds of years, it was the greatest city in the 5 kingdoms.
What happened?
Well, after many battles, many victories, they faced the one foe they couldn't withstand. The dragons.
Amherst, he is your destiny, and he is your doom.
All things are faced.
Never been worried about dying.
Don't think you should now.
Sometimes you do puzzle me.
You never fathomed me out?
No.
Well, I always thought if things had been different, we'd have been good friends.
Yeah.
If you weren't such an arrogant, pompous dollop. That's what you have to remember. Things never turn out how you expect. You'll see. We'll defeat the Tarokka. We will. Together.
I appreciate that. This belonged to my mother. Bears her sigil. Yeah.
Although I can't.
Take it.
Was there nothing you could do?
There is no cure, Gwen. The Rocker's touch spells death.
It's pointless.
We mustn't lose heart. We must trust Arthur. He won't let us down.
He's not going to return, is he? The way he said goodbye, I knew.
He'll be back. I'm certain of it.
How many did we lose last night?
10, 15, I don't know. I lose count. Think of the number who had been killed if the gates had been locked. It was a brave thing you did, speaking out.
Don't you think it's strange at a time like this to be venturing out alone?
Indeed.
What'd you do that for when you could just...
Habit. It's normally in Camelot. I can't. It's too dangerous.
Must be hard.
I used to think I was cursed. But now I realise that I have a gift. I understand what my life is for and why I am this way. Magic isn't just a part of me. It is me. It's who I am.
That's how I felt the first time I picked up a sword. I knew that's what I was born to do. Will you ever tell Arthur?
I would like him to know. To see, just once.
What do you think he'd do?
There's no point in thinking about it. It's never going to happen. Come on, we've got a long ride tomorrow.
Is my precious prey where you promised?
She's on her way home even as we speak.
You're good, my Lord Argavane. So good you have me wondering whether I should trust you.
You know I've declared my undying love to you.
I won't wither that.
I hope you're gentle with your servant.
There is nothing more gentle, or more final than the kiss of the Tarokka.
Enter. Caius, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Actually, my lord, I was looking for Guinevere. I understand you were to speak with her.
I'm sorry you've had a wasted journey. She left some time ago.
Have you tried the King's chambers?
She hasn't been there all evening. It's most unlike her.
She can't have gone far.
Of course. Forgive me for disturbing you, my lord.
He seems much better. This will be the first time he's left his chambers in months.
We must be cautious. I've seen cases like your father's before. Moments of lucidity are not uncommon. I have to warn you. It may not last.
No. This is the start of his recovery. He'll soon be his old self. Where are you going?
I have some errands to run for Gaius.
That'll have to wait. I want you to prepare hot water, fresh bandages, anything else you can think of. Everything has to be ready for this evening. How is he?
His breath is weaker. Gaius has given him wintergreen to make him more comfortable. I saw you and Merlin riding out. Where have you been? Arthur?
I don't want to have any secrets from you.
You're going to use magic.
My father's only hope. You think I'm mad, don't you?
No. Who am I to say what you should do?
And yet it's your opinion I value above all others.
I'm flattered, but perhaps I'm not the best person to ask. If it weren't for sorcery, my own father would still be alive.
Of course. My mother also died because of magic. Magic has cast a shadow over my entire life from the moment I was born. It's time we stepped out from that shadow. I don't believe that everyone who practices magic is evil.
Perhaps that is true.
Then isn't it time we stop treating them like they are? Sometimes I feel our judgment has been clouded by hatred and fear.
That is a courageous attitude.
I don't know if it's courageous or foolish. I still don't know if I'm doing the right thing.
You are not a fool, Arthur. You have a good heart and good instincts. You have to trust those instincts. Sometimes that is all any of us can do.
Come on, Merlin. It's wood. The fire's gonna go out. You're very quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is it? Merlin.
It was here that I last saw my father.
You never talked about it.
There's not much that I can say. I didn't really know him that well, but I was proud of him.
I want him to be proud of me.
I can understand that.
You should try being in my shoes. It's hard enough while I was alive. Always having to live up to what he expected of me. It's even harder now. I now know what he faced. The decisions he had to make. I tell you, Merlin, don't start measuring yourself against a man who's dead. You'll never win.
Oh no. He'll always be better than me.
What?
For a moment there, I thought we had something in common.
You look happy, Merlin.
I am.
Good. I feel we've achieved something.
Definitely.
It's a nice feeling knowing that your father will be proud of you.
You're right. Not really.
What's troubling you, Merlin?
Arthur? I am worried about him. It's like now that he's king, he's afraid to be himself.
Afraid?
It's as if he doesn't trust his instincts anymore. He only follows Agravain's advice, whatever it may be.
Was it Agravain who counselled the killing of Caerleon?
He said it's what Uther would have done, and that a great king must show no weakness.
So Arthur's trying to live up to the image of his father.
I think he might be.
Well, you're right to be worried. Diplomacy is what Arthur needs right now. A soft touch, not a heavy hand.
Is he dead?
Not yet.
What have you got out of him?
He is stubborn.
How long will I have to wait?
It is only a matter of time before he tells me everything he knows.
I'm impressed you have the power to resist a Catholic priest for so long. But you will lead me to Ambrose. And then you can have the long rest you so clearly deserve.
We'll find her. I won't forget this. I haven't done anything. One day I'll repay the favor. Considering the trouble I get into, that could prove to be a rash promise. Paul. Guy's like a father to you, isn't he? The only father I ever really had. You're lucky, Merlin. I wish I had somebody like him. We need to keep going. Yeah.
What is it, my lord?
Find me that dollop head. I have a council session to attend to. Does he expect me to dress myself?
Fetch Merlin from his chambers.
He's not there.
Check the armory.
I've done that.
And the stables?
No sign of him.
Where else could he be?
You tell me!
When did you last see him, my lord?
Last night!
This is as far as I go with you.
I understand. One day, though, Arthur will change.
The tide will come. Hold on to what you believe.
Thank you.
And when the time of Albion comes, remember my name.
Alator.
of the Kappa.
He'll be here.
It's not like any illness I've seen before.
I'm not even sure if it is an illness.
What do you mean?
Well, there are 3 victims, which suggests it's contagious, but why just men, and strong men too? It makes no sense. Usually, it's the young and the old who are most vulnerable.
So what's causing it?
I wish I knew.
Strangers are not welcome in these parts.
I'm looking for a woman they call the Dock Braid.
Well, she won't want to see you.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You better be on your way.
I will. Once I have the information I need.
Well, the Dock Raid hasn't been seen for years. Who knows if she's still alive?
You will tell me where the Dock Braid is. I'm a high priestess of the old religion. I don't like it when people get in my way. So you will tell me. Sooner or later, but you will.
There's a cave beneath the walls of the city.
I think I'm coming down with something.
Indecision. I hope it's not catching.
I feel slightly sick.
Well, that's marriage for you.
Really?
Yeah. The thought of spending the whole of your life with someone that's bound to make you feel under the weather.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Oh my goodness, I've made a bad decision.
I didn't say that. I think it's only natural to be nervous in these situations.
Nervous?
I always get nervous when I make a decision. I start worrying about all the other options and discount it. Right, Princess Elena.
Too girly.
Princess of Westenberg.
Too short.
Queen Guinevere. See? There you go. You are doing the right thing. So, when is the big moment? When are you going to Oscar?
This afternoon. No time like the present. You'll be there should I need you.
I will.
You will.
Thank you, my lady. I will not disappoint you.
You may eat.
I never thought I'd be witnessing this.
I know. I had said my goodbyes. Grieved. Accepted he was gone. It is very strange indeed.
I suppose it's too much to ask where Merlin is. The tavern? The bath, perhaps?
I'd hate to guess, sire, lest I be wrong.
I think I'm missing a toe.
I'm missing Camelot. Missing my food. Missing my bed.
What are you doing?
Settling in for the night.
Here, we'll use that.
I just want to sleep.
Not there, you'll freeze to death. No, Merlin. You're gonna have to sleep on the other side.
What?
I will sleep on the left. Merlin.
Huh?
You're breathing.
Sorry.
Oops.
I've doubled the guard on the Citadel.
And all approaches to the cells are being watched?
Night and day, just as you asked. Every available knight is on duty and will remain so until further notice.
You've not told them why?
Well, there's been no mention of the girl or her father. As far as the men are concerned, the Citadel's on high alert following the attack in Izmir.
I appreciate your discretion. Thank you.
I'm gonna sit by the fire in a hot tub.
Thanks for sharing that.
3 more days, and we could be home.
I'm continuing on to Izmir, alone.
No! Arthur!
I have to.
It's suicide.
Which is why you're going back.
Arthur, you have no idea what you could face there.
No, I've made my decision.
It's madness! Surely you could see that.
This conversation is over. Now I need you to give this to Guinevere.
I'm not going back.
Merlin.
Not without you.
You realize our odds are hopeless.
But at least I'll be doubling them.
What is it? I rode across this pass many times with my father. I thought with time it would get easier. The truth is, I miss him more with each day that passes.
To the king.
The king! King.
You might need to spend some time with Gwen when we get back.
Why is that?
Just a thought, you might want to pick her some flowers. Are there any flowers where we're going?
I very much doubt it.
So there are no flowers. Is that because it's cold and bleak and dangerous? It's because it's cold and bleak and dangerous, isn't it?
You brought me flowers.
A small token of my affection.
They're beautiful, thank you. How was your expedition?
Expedition?
Merlin said you'd gone hunting.
Oh, of course. It wasn't very fruitful.
I know you sometimes desire time alone, away from me.
Why would you say that?
If you don't wish for me to accompany you, I'd rather you told me yourself than have Merlin do it.
Is that what he told you?
All I said was that I wanted to get you some flowers, and I wanted it to be a surprise. And as always, Merlin has managed to put his foot in it.
I see. Well, it did make me wonder.
You have nothing to wonder about.
Arthur? Is there something you're not telling me?
Not at all. Now, I have a meeting of the Round Table to prepare for. Walk with me. What happened?
I don't know. It must have fallen.
It's probably Merlin, that clumsy idiot. I'll send him into the forest to get some more.
It's dark. He could fall and hurt himself.
Which will teach him not to be so clumsy.
Don't be so mean.
We must force Uther's spirit to return to the other world before he can do any more harm.
How do we do that?
We must use the horn of Cathbad to reopen the veil between the worlds. Only then can Uther's spirit pass over.
I'll fetch the horn. I know where Arthur's hidden it.
It's not as simple as that, Merlin. Only the person who summons the spirit can force it from this world.
Arthur.
Haven't heard of knocking, Merlin?
Sorry. I need to speak to you urgently.
What is it?
I'll leave you two to talk.
Too salty? Too spicy? Too hot?
It's fine.
Come on, Merlin, you've hardly touched a thing. Normally, you've eaten half of it before it's left the stove.
You remember what the Vates said?
I could hardly forget.
Well, Osgar said the same thing. Even as Camelot flowers, the seeds of her destruction are being sown.
So you're still worried about Mordred?
We know Mordred is destined to play a part in Arthur's death. And now, here he is, at the very heart of Camelot, right at the king's side.
Mordred practically worships Arthur. How could he ever wish him ill, let alone cause him harm?
I don't know, and I fear Mordred doesn't know either, which is what makes him so dangerous.
I can't help you, Merlin. I can't help you.
Why Guinevere? She doesn't have a bad bone in her body. Morgana knows that.
She also knows how much you love her.
They were friends.
That was a long time ago.
Morgana was always kind. And just. What happened to make her so twisted? I could have saved her.
That's not you, Arthur. There were others better placed to help Morgana. It's not your fault. We've a long journey ahead tomorrow. Get some sleep. Oh, wait! Thank you.
Difficult to say which looks more of a mess.
Sorry, I overslept.
Well, there's a surprise. Where was it this time? The tavern?
No.
Either that or the forest.
Oh. Yes, that was it. It was the forest. I was collecting herbs, these rare herbs for Gaius. They can only be collected at night.
You thought that was more important than my breakfast?
No.
Just put it down, Merlin. What is this?
It's, I'm not sure. It's,
And yet you expect me to eat it for breakfast?
Maybe it's an apple.
Yes.
So, we found the sorceress.
Without Emerus's protection, Arthur's helpless before us.
I do not doubt it.
Do not forget what we're fighting for, Mordred. We're fighting for freedom from fear and prejudice.
I have not forgotten. But I wonder if war is the only answer.
You cannot reason with a man like Arthur. You found that out to your cost.
He may yet change. I believe there is goodness in him.
Are you not forgetting something, Mordred? You buried Cara not 10 days past. What compassion did Arthur show her? So I ask you for the last time, are you with me or not?
I am with you, Morgana.
Good. Because I have something for you.
Did you find the cave?
It was simple enough.
And Merlin?
He was there, as you suspected. And there he shall remain.
We need reinforcements! Is there any men back there? Plenty, but none of them are still alive!
If I ever find Morgana, I'll kill her.